Hey everybody, welcome. Today we're talking about the Glock 17 Gen 3. This gas blowback airsoft replica is officially licensed by Umarex. And it's a little bit on the pricey side, but by the end of this video, you'll be able to determine for yourself if it's worth it. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome. If this is your first time here and you're into gear guides and gun reviews and gameplay and all sorts of other cool airsoft stuff, join us now by hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. You know, for the longest time, it seemed like the US airsoft world was never going to get an officially licensed Glock replica. Then around April of 2018, we got our first couple of officially licensed Glock pistols. Fast forward about a year and a half, and now we've got the Glock 17 Gen 3, the Glock 17 Gen 4, the Glock 19, 19X, the 18C, and we have the recently announced G34. And I've even recently been seeing reviews of the Glock 17 Gen 5 in the UK, so just a matter of time before we see that making an appearance in the US as well. So all of a sudden, we've got a plethora of Glocks to choose from.
Oh yes, you have a plethora.
Well, we're going to go over this Glock in detail, but before we do, let's see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Alright guys, we're going to take a look inside the box for the Elite Force Umarex officially licensed Glock 17 gas blowback version. And this is the Gen 3, and this was provided to us by Fox Airsoft, where you can get it for $170. Not a heck of a whole lot to it. So we've just got the gun and the mag in a bag, some product warranty information, some extra O-rings, and then the owner's manual. The owner's manual is quite robust. So let's have a look at the gun. The Glock 17 is, whoa, that sucker is super duper lubed. I guess that's a good thing. So the slide should move pretty well. All right, so there we go. That is the officially licensed Glock 17, Generation 3. And the Glock 17 is Glock's full-size service pistol. It's got a polymer lower and an aluminum rail. It's got all your Glock roll marks on there. Glock on the pistol grip. It's got the stippling on the sides, and then these little raised angular squares on the three indentations for your fingers. On the sides, you've got kind of a white outline on the back, and a white dot on the front. That very, very famous, or some would say infamous, blocky, hard angled Glock styling. And this is all official Glock stuff. This is the official Glock sights, the official Glock trigger safety, and the official Glock accessory rail. So you've got a one slot accessory rail underneath there, right there. It is a 20 round green gas magazine. You're going to press that little button to get the cap off, and then you can fill it up with your green gas. Nice serrations at the back, so you can grab it pretty easily. Slide moves pretty well. Of course, it was well lubed as we noticed. The gun does, of course, come with an adjustable hop-up. You're going to make sure your magazine is out. You're going to pull your slide back just a little bit to about right there. Pull down your takedown lever. And the slide comes right off. It's a little hard to get off, actually, to be quite honest, but it does come off. So once you've got it off, you see underneath here you've got your rotary style hop-up right there. And then to get it back on, you're just going to thread it right back onto the rails. Then you're good to go. All right, that's pretty much it. Let's go talk about this gun. All right, guys, so the G17 is Glock's full-size service pistol, and it is the most popular Glock out there with the police in the form of the 40 caliber Glock 22. But when it comes to the airsoft world, Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5 means very little. It just means that they are the one-to-one replica of that particular real-world equivalent. And with this particular replica, the Glock 17 Gen 3, the real version of this one came out in 1998. And it is the most popular Glock out there, and it's still manufactured today. This particular one is green gas and gas blowback, and it's provided to us for review by Fox Airsoft, where you can pick one up for $170. It has an aluminum slide and a polymer frame. Comes in about 7.4 inches long and 5.5 inches high. And it's got Glock official sights, Glock official trigger safety, the Glock official frame texture, Glock official accessory rail with the inset serial number on it. On the right side, you've got your officially licensed by Glock. You've got all the Glock trades and roll marks on the left side where you've got the Glock logo, the 17 Gen 3, made in Austria, and 9x19. Now on the grip itself, you've got nice stippling on the left and right flat sides of the grip, and also again you've got the Glock logo there. And then on the back and the front of the grip, as well as the front of the trigger guard, you have these raised angles that flow in different directions at graduated stepped heights. Now we mentioned that the magazine is green gas, and it holds 23 rounds in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. Now on the underside of the magazine again, you have the Glock logo. The mag release itself is reversible, can be swapped left to right, as long as you're using either the stock magazine that has both sides notched out to allow it to be reversed, or if you've got an aftermarket magazine that's compatible with the Glock, it also has to have both of those notches as well. The gun does come with an adjustable hop-up as well, and it advertises that it shoots 290 to 310 feet per second with .2 gram BBs. So let's go find out how this gun performs right now. Now the gun is green gas, you can't expect that your FPS is going to drop with each successive shot. Our testing started off at 280 feet per second with .2 gram BBs and steadily declined down to just under 260. Without even having to dial up the hop-up, it stayed on a line at 50 feet just fine, and we had pretty good consistency and accuracy. The cycling was pretty smooth, there wasn't a lot of movement to the gun, and we had pretty easy follow-up shots as well. Well, there you go. The gun is shooting well under the advertised FPS. It's shooting 260 to 280 feet per second with .2 gram BBs. Now, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It's a little bit anemic. It's way under most indoor CQB fields limits of 350, but it also keeps you comfortably under 330, which a lot of indoor fields are going to lately. It has got smooth cycling, easy follow-up shots, good consistency and accuracy, and a really nice crisp trigger pull and trigger reset. Now with this particular gun, we did have a little bit of an issue getting it to recognize when the magazine was empty and lock back on the last shot. We had to keep firing it several times, but it did eventually recognize and lock back. Could have had something to do with the fact that the weather's been really cold and windy lately. I don't know, it's a possibility, but it did eventually lock back on the last shot. But for a while it was dry firing for a few shots. Otherwise, seems like a really great gun. So guys, tell us what your go-to airsoft sidearm is. Would you rock out with your Glock out? I know, that was awful. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. If you want to help the channel out, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff, because it really does help us get out in front of more new people. And if you really want to help us grow and get access to more content, maybe consider becoming a Patreon. But definitely, if you have not already, join us on our airsoft journey by hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell over there so that you don't miss a single video that comes out every Tuesday with bonus videos on Fridays. And until then, we'll see you next time. Oh, hey guys, we hope you liked the video, and you know, if you did, we've got a whole bunch more. In fact, there's a couple right here. You can look at this one or this one right there. Or you know what, if you don't want to miss any of these, you could go ahead and subscribe by hitting that little round button right there. I mean, you don't have to, but I'd like you to. I do put a lot of hard work into these videos, but you know, you can do whatever you want. It takes a lot of time, but